So this story starts like about, well, like when I'm in high school. I've always been a terrible sleeper. And by that I mean I have really bad insomnia. I have terrible dreams. I wake up all the time. And like starting when I was in high school, I used to wake up gasping and feeling like I was going to throw up. And I just could never sleep through the night. I was always like feeling like I was going to have an anxiety attack, like in my sleep. Now, bear in mind, I was in high school like in the 80s, and I didn't know one person with sleep apnea. Like, I think I knew one person with sleep apnea, and that was like, someone's dad or something like, and not to trigger anyone, but like sleep apnea was really a thing that overweight people. So nobody ever really knew what was wrong with me or why I couldn't sleep. And I always was a big I would always really grind my teeth and clench my teeth in my sleep, to the point where, like, when I was in my 30s, I started having to have root canals on my teeth because they were failing. So by like my late 30s, my teeth were broken. And I went to a doctor, and I went to a dentist and needed like two root canals right on either side, like in the, I don't know the numbers of teeth, and probably neither do you, but I had two root canals, and pretty soon after, like 5 years later, they both failed, which I guess is pretty unusual. And the person, the endodontist that redid those root canals was like, that's not normal. Like, you should look into why you're grinding your teeth with and clenching your teeth with such force that you're breaking your teeth and making the root canals fail. So one night in 2020, I went to sleep, and when I woke up, I had a headache from clenching my teeth, but also I had a pretty bad pinched nerve in my neck. I mean, like, to the point where I couldn't move my head. I had to go to the doctor and get like a shot of steroids, and it was extremely painful. And my doctor at the time said, oh, that's a really common sleep injury for people with sleep apnea. Like, have you ever been tested for that? And I was like, what? Because I guess you're gasping for air so hard you're, clenching up your jaw and neck. So this is 2020. So forever to get into a sleep doctor, and the sleep clinic was closed. So they had to send me home with an at-home sleep test, which I did. And eventually, by like the end of the year, they were like, oh, yeah, you have really bad sleep apnea.